What's going on, YouTube fam?
We are making internal garden.
Not internal, instant.
Instant garden.
It's not gonna last forever. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, we're outside enjoying this beautiful weather. We hope that you are as well. We are out here together as a family. Sweet Babes over there has got Opal in her pouch as she's sleeping. But we wanted to do a quick video for you guys on how to do an instant garden. And what I want to explain on that is it's not instant to where you're just going to magically have plants and produce. But what it is you're creating an environment instantly to where when you plant or seed, it'll be successful when it grows. So we are going to be working on that. We're going to actually be using it right here on the boys' garden. So let's go over some of the items that we need for an instant garden. And I made sure that when I went through this for you guys is that these are all items that you should have at your house or something close to it. So the first thing that you'll need is cardboard. Now most of you probably get Prime boxes in the mail constantly like everybody in the world does. So you're gonna need cardboard. Make sure there's no plastic on it. You want no plastic. You just want straight raw cardboard. See the tape right over there? We actually need to pull that piece off. We don't want any plastic on it. We want straight cardboard and paper. Because what that does is actually holds a ton of moisture. And it breaks down and helps create this this barrier to start creating a really good environment. The other item we need, which is in this bowl, is coffee grounds. So we like to grind our own beans, and then we will, you know, keep it after we do the drip coffee, and then we'll pour the coffee grinds in a bowl. Coffee grinds are actually really great organic matter and fertilizer for your soil, and what it does is it helps kind of mix in with the soil, give water retention and aeration, and just it does really well in that matter. And what we don't even realize is that probably a majority of us just throw this in the trash and don't even use it. So coffee grounds. So what I have here is a 5-gallon bucket. And doesn't that look yummy?
No.
So what that is actually food scraps, which I know all of you also use as well, or have left over are food scraps. And so what you do is you fill up a bucket with water, and you just start dumping bananas, no bones, but just do bananas and like fruit scraps, eggshells, even bread is fine. And we're gonna let that soak in the water, and the reason why is the water's gonna pull out a lot of the nutrients, okay? And then the last item we're gonna need is soil.
Who you got there, Eli?
My little girl sister.
That's our new. That's our newest baby. Oh wait, Eli just sprayed her down with the hose. That's our new baby Crystal. That's Buttercup's baby. You go get in? You got slime in your hair. What happened? Boys, you better hold on.
Now this soil here, I got not from a store. I didn't buy it. I literally walked over, raked over some leaves, and started digging the soil. You want like the first 1 to 2 inches of soil under your leaves. So it may take a little bit of you walking around and moving leaves around and getting your soil, but you want it nice and dark and rich. You want it nice and fluffy. To me, I don't care if there's leaves or anything in it. That to me is just putting more nutrients and stuff in their soil. We have this, but yeah, anyways. So let's show you how to do this instant garden with everything we're gonna use. So let me set you up, and the boys are gonna help out. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna rake up the ground, and we're just gonna kind of loosen up the material real quick. So any of these rocks we're gonna pull out. We don't want any rocks in here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Just like that. We're just irritating the ground really well. If your grass is really tall, you could weed whack the grass really down and just rake the grass clippings in there. So what we're gonna take is this, we're gonna take this bucket of soil, food scraps here, and we're gonna pour it around. Get out. It's okay if any of that kind of falls in there. We're gonna just fill this whole area up, okay? And we're gonna spread all this scraps. We're gonna spread all these scraps around. We're gonna break up the shells. Like I said, we don't need this looking pretty at the moment. And you're wondering, why in the world are we putting food scraps in here? So food scraps is another organic material. And this is gonna invite worms and bugs and grubs to really start tearing up the soil and breaking it up and making it real rich. So that's why we're putting this organic material in here. And also the nutrients from this is gonna pour into the soil and really make it rich as well. We're gonna take our coffee grinds. What we're gonna do is we're gonna spread our coffee around. You can really just use as much as you want. It doesn't have to be super specific on how much you want. Okay? So then we're gonna go ahead and put our cardboard down. And cardboard acts as a good weed barrier, but also is a moisture barrier as well, and it really holds and retains the water. You don't have to rip it up, just lay the whole thing down. That just fell out of my hand. Yep. So we'll go ahead and position this like this. I'll spread this out. Yep. So far we poured the food scraps and water on the grass. We spread the coffee grinds out, and now we're laying cardboard down. Like I said, it does not have to be perfect. We're looking for just creating a garden as quickly as possible. Switch the shower, go ahead and soak it. You want to soak it? Okay. So as Eli is soaking the cardboard really, really well, we're just gonna really, really heavily soak it. Okay, so now that we've heavily soaked the cardboard, we can even, let's spray it a little bit more. Let's get the other side. There, spray underneath, spray the bottom of this. Get nice and wet. Okay.
Oh, it wasn't on the right one.
That's alright. Alright, now that we got that set, we're gonna go ahead and start laying our soil all over the cardboard.
Also, another good thing for it, I'm going to show you. Another good thing for it is worms. Yep. Worms break up the soil and make it all nice and fluffy and juicy, so the plants can grow.
And that's literally all you have to do, and you actually have an instant garden. Yeah, this might not be the soil you buy in the store, but I can tell you right now that there's enough nutrients and breakdown in this that it will start. I wouldn't probably start seeds in this, but transplants from seed starters would do really well in this. And just prepping this now, 4 weeks before we even go to plant in the ground. This is gonna like really take off because all the scraps and the water from the scraps, the coffee grinds, we just packed it full of organic matter. Worms are going to flood this place. And just from digging this out through over there through the leaves, we got a ton of worms in here already. So they're really going to really take off in this. What you're going to do too is, if you want more soil, go over there, go back into your leaves, get more soil if you want it a little higher. Well, of course, we need to get more to finish it. And then when you're ready, to plant, you can just take a rake and kind of just press like your line so you know where you're gonna build your like rows if you want to build rows, and you can do all that. So it's kind of really whatever you want, or you can just leave it just like it is, and then you can just leave it just like it is, and you can plant just like it is too if you want. But we're gonna let this sit for 4 weeks, and then we're gonna actually end up adding more soil to it. So I hope this helped you guys. This is really how to do an instant garden really fast. So, you know, if you have questions, you can obviously do research or reach out to us as well. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and we thank you for watching.
Somebody to say.
Hello, look at that light blue eyes right there. With that black hair.
Two brothers.
Yeah, that's her uncle.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Bobo.
Uncle Bobo. Just like my Uncle Bo. Howie.